Okay, question 12. Write an algorithm in pseudocode which asks the user to enter a number. The program must only allow a number greater than 1 and less than 10 inclusive to be entered. Okay, so first of all, we need to input a number. Okay, now there's no indication of how many numbers have to repeat. Actually, it says a number, so that means it's just 1. So it doesn't look like we are going to need to repeat this. It's not asking us to repeat it at this stage. Only know a number greater than 1 and less than 10 inclusive to be entered. So we've got some processing to do with the number that's been entered. Now, a number greater than 1 and less than 10 inclusive means that 1 and 10 are accepted. So we're looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 to be accepted. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to ask the user to enter a number between 1 and 10, input the number, and we're going to declare it at the start as an integer. Now we need to check the number if the number is correct. So is it greater than 1 or is it less than 10? So we can use selection, we can use an if statement here. So if the number is less than 1 or the number is greater than 10, then so we will accept 1 because it's got to be less than, we're checking to see if it's less than 1, or if the number is greater than 10, so we're going to accept 10 as well, and then all the numbers in between will be fine. So if it is outside of our range, this is what we call in validation terms a range check, we can ask them to enter the number again, and we can end our if statement. So have to think about what we've just done and what the problem might be for the program. And hopefully you're absolutely right, and you said or realized that, well, we're only testing it once. So if it failed this test and they entered it again, we're not actually checking it again here. So although the question only asks them to enter it once, we actually do need a loop here that's going to keep making them enter it until they enter it correctly. Okay, so let's start off looking at how we could do that with a while loop. So the program's going to look the same, apart from here, this line will now become a while loop. So the first part's the same, and input a number. And here what we say is, instead of if number is less than 1 or number is greater than 10, we can say while number is less than 1, all numbers greater than 10 do. So it's the same statement, except we've turned it into a while loop. So the rest of it's going to be very, very similar. It's going to be the same apart from the end while. So now they're stuck in this while loop. If they keep entering a number that's less than 1 or a number greater than 10, they're stuck in that while loop. Let's see how that compares to using the repeat structure. Now with the repeat structure, we don't need to set the condition of the loop at the start. So we can essentially ask them to enter a number, but we can set the repeat here. So you can see we've got slightly less code. It's a little bit more efficient because we're not setting that initial value. Enter numbers in 1 and 10, input number until number is less than 1 or number is greater than 10. So we can do that a little bit more efficiently in here. However, what the while loop does allow us to do is that we know that once they're inside the loop, they're wrong. So we've kind of got an error message here. I suppose I could make that error message a little bit clearer. Although this will work and it's fine, and if this was an exam question, it should get you all of the marks, unless they say, well, they want a suitable error message. Well, in that case, what you'd have to do is pop an if statement in here and say underneath the input number and say something like if number is less than 1 or number is greater than 10, then output number not correct, please enter a number that's less than 1, sorry, please enter a number that's between 1 and 10, something like that. So you would just need that little if statement and error message under here. Okay, right, let's stop this one and on to the next question. Thank you very much.